And unfortunately, in the first alert forecast, the driest part of the country, and this isn't too abnormal for this part of the year, the Pacific Northwest, the Intermountain West, still dealing with some monsoon showers and storms, which they desperately need, but not enough to completely eradicate those fires. And across the eastern part of the nation, it's the opposite story. We're tracking widespread rain, heavy rain, the risk of flooding, even some severe weather, though thankfully the worst of the weather has avoided Baltimore. Severe weather risk has been a little bit greater to our south, to our southwest. Also a greater risk of some flash flooding in this area, but nonetheless it is a stormy go of it across parts of the East Coast as a bit of a front works its way through the nation. Now we are tracking rain, of course, moving through the city. Even if the worst of it is not in Baltimore, that doesn't mean it's perfect. Flood watch is in effect for a large portion of the I-95 corridor, and that is because of the risk of heavy rain causing flooding in particularly city or urban areas. All of that pavement, you get heavy tropical downpours. It doesn't have anywhere to go too quickly, so it backs up in the streets, it gets over the curb and can make travel difficult. But so far, we have not heard any significant reports of street flooding across the area. First alert radar, though, it is lit up with rain, dealing with rain along and especially now east of I-95. I do want to track where some of the heaviest rain is right now, and that's going to be from portions of Falston and Bel Air, working its way over to Chestertown and then back up into northeast Maryland. These showers and thunderstorms will continue to track in that direction here over the next 30 to 45 minutes and definitely could put down enough rain to cause some street flooding, both in the Bel Air area, getting then back into parts of Kent and Queen Anne's counties, and that'll continue for the next 30 minutes or so. Again, something to keep an eye on here as we get deeper into time, how long these downpours persist in these specific neighborhoods. If it pours for more than an hour, certainly the chances there for rain to cause some flooding. Something we'll continue to track here. Right now, the heaviest of the rain is off to the south and east of Chestertown, extending back up to about the Baltimore and Hartford County line, and then moving to the north and east up I-95 back into Philly. So it's a wet go of it, but though if you're in Carroll County, for example, if you're in Howard County, we're seeing conditions gradually start to dry out. So the trend is there for some drier weather later this evening, overnight tonight. I think still a few showers in the forecast, but not as soaking wet as it is right now. Working our way deeper into the evening, we'll continue to see showers and storms lift up into Philly, up 95 and out of our area. Do notice, though, more rain developing in the wee hours of tomorrow morning, and it's possible some of this, at least light rain, will linger into the morning commute. Something we'll be eyeing for impacts, but right now, light rain for the morning commute, not the heavy rain we're dealing with right now. Lightning heavy rain with a few storms this evening. We have not had any severe weather alerts yet, but we have seen these storms rotate just a bit, and gusty winds, though not severe, a possibility. That's just for the next couple of hours. And then tomorrow morning, light showers, temperatures in the low to mid 70s, hour by hour forecast. We're back in the upper 70s, lower 80s by late morning and well into the 80s, mid to upper 80s tomorrow afternoon. 87 in Baltimore, 86 in Stevensville, 86 in Westminster, and that rain chance will return both in the morning and then mainly south of Baltimore, a spike in our chance of showers and storms in the afternoon. Not a washout of a Monday. Greatest rain chance south and east of I-95. Keep an eye on the CBS News app. We'll keep you updated. More splash and dash showers and storms, Bryant, in the forecast afternoons and evenings through the work week.
All right, Cutter, a rainy week. Thank you.